Hi guys, sorry the lighting's really bad in here. That's better. I thought I'd give you an update. I hope you guys are all well and all you TTCers out there are healthy and having luck with trying. I just thought I'd give you an update. Today I feel bummed completely. I had a feeling this would happen. Okay, so today is Tuesday the 22nd of January, and if we're going by conception I would actually be 4 weeks 5 days today, but pregnancy would be classed as 6.5 weeks because they go from your period, and I had my last period on the 8th of December, so I'd be approaching 7 weeks pregnant from a GP's and midwife's point of view. But yeah, conception would have been 4 weeks 5 days ago. But as you know, about a week ago when I wiped, it was a bit pinky and mucousy. That was only like, literally I went to the bathroom twice and that happened. And I've had the usual like stretchy cramps, which I did get in all my pregnancies, and then I did get particularly AFE with my last pregnancy, like lower back pain and stretchiness, and that happened, and it's happened quite a bit with this one, but it all felt relevant, to be fair. Symptom wise, spotty, my boobs are still tender. They alternate though, like this morning they're not, but last night they were, so the soreness of the boobs still there on and off. Spottiness, tired, and very emotional. That can go from like being tearful for adverts and things like that, and watching babies being born, to just being really in tune with my senses. I haven't been sick yet. I felt like a bit icky and needing food when I'm around town, but the actual brushing my teeth and reaching and feeling absolutely naff that 4 o'clock I've got to lie down hasn't happened, and that would usually approach about 6 weeks of pregnancy, 7 weeks. So I was expecting that to kick in this week or next week at the absolute latest. But today has not been a good day for me because I've woke yesterday I had a few cheapy strips, and my friend is going through this at the moment. We're exactly on the same dates, pregnancy-wise. We're the same age. We're really good mates. And she's not only told me and her husband, but she's pregnant, and she reckons she fell around the 20th of December, same as me. And she showed up on a pregnancy test, did a digital, 2 to 3 weeks, and then a few days later did one, and it was still 2 to 3 weeks, and then she started bleeding. So she assumed she was having an early miscarriage. And I've been sort of helping her out and being a support network for her, saying, I'm sure you'll be fine. And she said, well, I've been drinking through Christmas, I haven't looked after myself, I was going to start in January TTC, and it's all happened too soon. And cut a long story short, she's had bleeding for a whole week, and it's gone from like bloody clots and a little bit of brown to bright red, and she thinks she's lost the baby. And she did another digital, which she should have quite clearly been 3 weeks plus on the digital, and it still showed 2 to 3 weeks. So she's sort of grasping the fact that she's probably miscarried. There isn't a huge amount of support network really, because you don't contact your GP till you're a couple of weeks over your period, and then you get a referral from a midwife, then you wait for your scan, and unless you've had severe bleeding and cramping, they don't really offer an early scan for you, because there's nothing to really see on a scan till you're about 5 or 6 weeks, and then that's just a pulse, like a ball pulsing. So if you're before 5 or 6 weeks, there's nothing to see. So they do sort of say sit it out and see how you feel, take some pain relief, hot water bottle, just see how you are. But obviously heat pads, you don't want to induce the bleeding if you are just having implantation bleeding. So it's the not knowing and being in limbo that's terrible, which brings me on to today. So I had that bleeding about a week ago, just a mucousy pink, and it was just twice. Then I felt fine apart from the normal crampings. And then yesterday I've had a few crampings, like dull tummy ache. And today I've just had a morning wee, which wasn't much because I went in the night, and it was like a browny red. And yesterday I did a pregnancy test on a cheapy strip, and it was not as strong a line as it's been. And then I did my last cassette one, and that wasn't as strong. I'll show you. So that was yesterday's. That isn't as strong as it was. And that was late at night. My wee was almost white, so that was very diluted. Sorry, I'm a bit... So I didn't... Do you know what I mean? I'm not counting that cheapy one, because literally I only managed a trickle a wee, and that was just before I went to bed. But that was yesterday at like 3 o'clock, I think. And I was just a bit like, that's not as dark. So my friend is going to town today to get a digital, and I thought if it still says 3 weeks plus, okay, I'm in limbo. But I just said to her, grab some pregnancy tests. And then I've had lots of tears this morning, because I've got, I think the achiness and the crampiness is because I'm stressed, because I'm worrying, but it's just not good. I've just wiped, and it was like a little wee, and it was like a browny dirty red. So I panicked, and I told my husband. He said, just sit down, have a cup of peppermint tea, calm down, you know, lie down for 5 minutes, see how you feel. I text my midwife friend, she said it can be all normal, don't worry, I'll try and get to see you at some point. And then in between that time, I've just this second, an hour later, gone to the loo, and my panty line has got red in it, and it is bright red, bleeding, very light, very, very light. I've got a picture that I've taken of my panty liner before I've disposed of it, and I know it's gross and TMI to UTTCers maybe, and if you don't want to see it, just finish the video after I've finished speaking, but I'll insert a picture at the end. It's very light bleeding at the moment, there's no clotting, but it's blood, and it's a lot more than I've had before. I mean, with my 4th pregnancy, I had a little bit of pink mucus week 9, week 11, week 16, and it was dealt with, and he was a very healthy pregnancy, thank the Lord. I had a tiny, tiny bit of spotting with my daughter, my 2nd pregnancy, at week 6 and week 8. It stopped, but it was like spitty, spotty. I think that was implantation bleeding. So I'm not used to bleeding. It's not really something that happens to me. Symptom-wise, like I say, the sickness is, I am feeling icky, but not like the, oh, I need to lie down. So the symptoms are there still, but I'm just in limbo. And I've got in the back of my mind what the tarot card reader said. She saw me getting pregnant. She said, it isn't going to affect you too much, because it's going to be very early when you lose it. But I just can't see you turning it around. If you do, brilliant. But I can really see you miscarrying before you have a viable pregnancy. You're definitely having a baby by the end of the year, but I can see you losing one. And that's what's in the back of my mind, which isn't good. Plus my friend's going through this at the same time. And my other best friend's got the most adorable 1 week old baby, which isn't good, because it's making me feel so like I want a baby. And I know it's really bad, but there was a pram in the sale, and I've never done this before. I've had the same pram since I had with my first, but where it's done 5 babies and it's 13 years old, I bought all the little bits and pieces to try and make it look better, and it's so tired that my husband said, sod it, let's buy a pram. And because it was an autumny coloured one in the sale, and it was £800 down to 350, we went and bought it. And I know that's a bad omen, and you shouldn't do that till you're at least 7 months pregnant, and if you do, you should pack it away and put it at someone else's house. But I had it delivered last week, and my daughter and I set it up yesterday just so that I knew it worked and it wasn't faulty, and then I've put it away. But I thought, oh, but it, you know, I am going to try again, but I'm just worried that I'm miscarrying, guys. I will keep you updated. I'm going to insert a picture at the end of this video of the panty liner that was an hour ago. I've just texted midwife Mandy, my mate. She said she's going to try and pop in, because I said, look, if I'm miscarrying, how will I know? She said, you won't at this early stage. It'll just be probably tummy ache and that, but it's just really sad. And I've just had, me and my husband's just had a bit of a row, and I didn't mean to. He's just like, I've told you to relax and have a cup of tea, and you know, we'll try again, it'll be fine. I'm like, he said, come on, are you all right? Obviously not. I'm not all right, am I? That's how I said it, because I'm not all right. I'm pissed off. Pissed off, that's what I am. I don't know what else to say. So yeah, pinky, a very slight bit of pinky brown mucus this morning, and then that has gone into a very light bleed. Very light. I mean, could it be anything still healthy? I don't know. Like I say, I've got quite a lot of symptoms, but not as many as I thought I'd have. The 2 cheapy tests I've done look lighter, but is that because I've not done it with morning urine? Definitely not 100%. So that could be it. But guys, if you want to comment below, it's much appreciated. I'll do an update in a day or two, let you know how I am. I love you all. Please thumbs up to this video. If you haven't subscribed for free, please do, because whatever happens, whether this is a successful pregnancy or not, I will keep you updated. I just want you to know you're not alone if this is happening to you. And there's a lovely lady following me at the moment who's just had a terrible, terrible thing. You know, she's lost a baby and had to have an operation, and my love is with you and your family, and it will happen for you, and I wish you all the baby dust and love in the world. And please follow me still, stay in touch, subscribe and like, and keep your fingers crossed for me, ladies. Love you all. Bye.